Warning, this video contains graphic images that may not be suitable for little sissy bitches, so viewer discretion is advised. We kill shit here.
I'm out here in the frozen tundra. It's all ice. We got sleet upon sleet upon sleet, and then we had a little bit of melting yesterday. This is what we got. So I just took a few days off. Everybody's been wondering where I went. I've been MIA, kind of hanging with family. But out here remaking, making them look more decent and functionable. And that is just going to be, the sun's beating down on here, it's going to melt this, everything that has dirt on it now will melt. It'll look really good. Look at this nice guy here. Put a hole in your four-wheeler tire, which I forgot to check that too, by the way. I did have some thorns in mine. I got to get some sealant. Some of my Predator in the hole there. All right, good to go. Put that over there. Alright, we're just cruising along, remaking stuff. I got some cables I want to put out. I found a spot while pheasant hunting. It looks like there's some muskrats. I want to set that up today. Get back in the game. Try to cover up these footprints as much as possible, but this ain't the right snow for that. Alright, stay tuned, guys. So note to self, when you're out pheasant hunting and you find some cool spot that looks awesome for muskrats, mark it. Okay, so this water has dropped tremendously. This would have been killer muskrat trapping hadn't it all dried up, but there is still water in here, and there's a muskrat hut there. Somewhere along here I found a deep run. I think it's down here. I can see another hut down this way. This is like probably an inch of water out here. I could break it and find out here in a little bit. I didn't have an axe with me that day. I just found what looked like a spot where animals were climbing in and out, like muskrats or something. And I'm like, did not think there was any. You can see right here, this is where a run was. There would have been a killer run right here for muskrat. I'm like, I don't think there's anything here. Can't be very deep anymore. But there is a hut right up there. And freaking coyotes are hunting this too. This was all water last year. I mean, probably this high. It was clear out into the fields. I just went through here with a canoe last year. And the deer are digging around here. I'm definitely in the right area. Where was that freaking thing? Why didn't I not pay attention to it? There is, in fact, a hut here, but I think we're all dried up now. And the only water is in that hole. And over that way. Well, we're gonna set up at least a colony trap in here to see if there's any mink possibly living in here. I may have let them out when I broke the ice the last time. I'll show you how deep this is. kind of interesting, really. If it's this deep here, does it keep going? And that would be some tough going for them guys. I think there's probably nothing left in this hole. I think they bailed when I saw that the last was frozen. I don't know what they'd be eating or anything at this point, but it looked really good to me when I came through here. A hell of a hard bottom on it too. There's got to be somebody living in that hole. Be good for mink. Come through here tonight and see this opening. I just don't feel like there's going to be that much in here. It's a shame that the water had to go away like this. I ruined it all. Yeah, we'll cover it like that. It ain't good for colonies like I thought it was gonna be. We're mink trapping it. And you won't be able to see any mink tracks because this is just solid sleet. You can't even hardly see coyote tracks on it. It's a shame. Probably could have been awesome. Mess. That's what happens when you get rain. Lots of rain. Now we're gonna get major freeze and thaw, but we're gonna go ahead and reset. It's just gonna be a nasty hole. There's my hole right there. I'll just rebait it. There wasn't no way that was ever gonna go off. Shit, I jumped all over it. See, wax dirt will help for an extent, but when you get rain like we did and snow and then rain on top of that, yeah, you're pretty much you're well screwed. And look how low that is now. I don't like that part of it. Cut this up some. I'm gonna break up that outline a little bit. You're talking like this is the worst time to trap footholds with footholds. This is when a lot of people quit. Trust me, it's pretty tempting every year. Like, what am I doing? But if you don't have this ice and you get you some snow, you can see where the coyotes are running. And it's usually pretty good. I prefer some snow, a little bit of snow for bobcat trapping, but it ain't happening. It's all we're getting is freaking rain and ice. It's not gonna be good. using wax paper. Still waiting for my latex pan covers. It's been like a month, I think, 3 weeks since I've ordered them. We're gonna go ahead and make that all crazy. So that will soak up some, this will soak up some of that, and it'll make it so it's not just a small little circle. It's a big old area now. Look like a lot of stuff's been happening here. I'll pound a hole in there and rebait and lure. And this one in, it's got 2 traps here. It's gonna really look like shit for sure. Look at that. I guess you just take all this away from here. I should just take the bone out and do some donuts right here. Well, look how dry it is underneath. That's weird. Get this all out of here now. Found it. That little number 2 Douglas was ready to go, boy. That's so crazy that it's dry here. That little guy was ready to fire. You see that? Jeez. Hooey. Get this all broken up. See, now the ground's hard over here. Get this guy cleaned up. There's another trap here. Right in here somewhere. That sounds rock hard. Now this one spot gets so much more moisture than the other. And then you got this dust here. I guarantee you that guy right there was ready to play. Hell, I don't know. There we go. I still can't believe how fast that sucker come up. Here's some geese coming. Alright, moving on. I'm putting cables on these trails in this pasture here. I can see where the coyote breaks through every once in a while. And I know there was coyotes in here because I scared them out the other day. So I'm just finding me a spot that looks good no entanglement. See, he jumped that stick and broke right there. So I'm gonna go right here, plant me a cable, and then I'll go back that way, plant me another cable, just in case the deer come through and knock them down, which does happen. I'm using these cables I got from a convention, trying to get them used up. I don't like the way the loop is on them, but I'm not gonna not use them. So they make too big of a teardrop, in my opinion. And then they got these dang wolf things that are wrong on here, and it's screwing me up completely. Got a batch of bad wolf fangs, and that's the soft ground there. It's hard to get the driver back out without bringing the wolf fang back up. See? And it's pissing me off so much. I'm done recommending stuff. I'm just done doing it. Use what you got. Use what you want to use. Because the second I recommend something, they're gonna get a batch of them things like I got, and I'm gonna get the blame for them using it. So I'm done. This shit all back up here. I want to go in the ground. Like everything else went in there so easy. See this? And this is just a shitty loop, in my opinion. Maybe it's better than others, but it's just not gonna look like I want it to look at all. But I've been catching on them, so they do catch for sure. Now I gotta go find some bigger stuff to blend this all in. There we go. Get that guy hidden. That will stand out like a sore thumb. If it stands out to you, it's going to stand out to a coyote for sure. Get that all hidden in there. Perfect. Yeah, I don't like the loops on them, but it will definitely work. Okay, I gotta mark it, and we'll roll on. Those are, if you didn't have the snow in here, we would be 10 inches or so. We don't want that in there. What the hell's going on? All right. Yeah, I gotta mark it still, because I'm in this thick stuff. It's kind of hard to remember where they're at. Here's another cable right on this trail here. Shoo, it's beautiful. Looks so beautiful. Alright, basically it runs to the swamp and back, zigzags all through here. They come in here to hunt or to sleep. They sleep in these dang things too. I'm gonna put another one right here. Pretty much just getting them to where they'll come in on my four-wheeler trail, branch off into the cover, and then end up in one of my cables. I'm leading them from the field, the open field, into here if they follow my tracks. Plus I'll toss some beaver carcasses in here and tomorrow probably, and that will help out with that. Put them in the middle somewhere. I'm in grass. No entanglement here. It's just all grass. No tree, no woody vegetation or anything like that. So there will be a big old burn circle here when I get a coyote. Yeah, a good piece of weed that's strong enough to hold my wire. Push it in the ground here. Now, more than likely, they will be cruising through here when I'm pulling up tomorrow. You know what I mean? They'll be running out of this thing. And there's a good chance they get caught when they go flying through here. Or if someone's hunting the property next door, chases them out, they come running through here. They're not looking for cables. They're looking to get away. So, with the geese moving in, there'd be a lot more hunting next door. Should help me out here. Get the coyotes moving, get them off other properties. I've caught quite a few in this area, so probably running low. That's kind of sad thing to say, that my population is down to where I didn't have to start trapping elsewhere. But there's a lot of pheasants here now. And them pheasants weren't here a couple years ago. I started trapping this, we got pheasants now. Yeah, I just seen the tracks over there. I've jumped the pheasants. Old roosters are always just standing out in the field until I'm looking for them with a gun. But there's another one. Ching ching right here, 2 in a row. I'm just gonna use my same trail. I'm just driving through here. I will just stay on my trail from now on, the same one. And probably drop some cables on it after I just don't want to walk in here. I gotta walk. You don't want to bring your scent in all the way through all this. That's why I'm getting off of I won't get off the 4-wheeler unless I see the cables down. So that's why I want to be able to drive in here. But I'm zigzagging to where they can't just follow my track straight out. They gotta have to get off my trail. All right, stay tuned. Hey, illegal, look, we got ice. We got ice. Can you believe it? A couple spots I want to put these cages. Wish it was hard enough to drive the 4-wheeler down here. That'd be awesome. Just cruise around. I'm curious on to where the poor old son of a bitch and pelican is. I don't see him as of yet. The water was all thawed out, so he might be south or north. He could be anywhere. we had a couple good 60-degree days, so he's probably moved on downstream somewhere. Or he's dead. It's slick. Well, we got the worst ice you could get for trapping. It's white. No clue, you know, if you were come looking for muskrat runs, you ain't finding them. I just happen to know where one, there's a hut right here, and I know there's at least one deep run on it. It's not active, you know. Something's definitely climbing all over it, but it's not active for beaver because it's pretty much dried up. So it looks like the coons are living in there. And somewhere right over here, there is a run that's really deep and it has bubbles like muskrats probably live in it. So that's what I'm gonna look for right now. Definitely the coon are living in there. See all their tracks. Probably gonna get some water on the camera. I'm just gonna do some prospecting here and look for that deep run. And I'm gonna drop these cages into it. A tadpole just came up. I need to move out farther, looks like. It's not terrible. I mean, there could be a... I might have got right on it. There's something in it. I think it's a snapping turtle laying down in there. Let's see if it is. I might have found the run on the first shot. Hard to believe. There is, in fact, a giant snapping turtle in the run. Sitting on the bottom right there. I've never seen so many snapping turtles in all of my trapping days. That's what it is. That's how you find snapping turtles. Look at that guy. What the hell is the odds of that? He's right in that run. That muskrat run. He's right there. He's sitting right in it. That's a big sucker. I got gloves right there, but this is too deep for them. Look at that. See, that's what I was hoping that pelican would eat on, is some of that. I'm gonna get on the old horn and see if anybody wants a snapping turtle. Actually, I'll probably go out there and bust the ice and drop him back through, because I don't want him in my trap. See if I can find somewhere else. I wish we had clear ice now that we can walk on it. Man, somewhere right there was awesome muskrat trapping. That's it. I ain't gonna go find it. I get him back in the water. That's crazy. Oh, some bitch. Like a dinosaur right there. Let's move him downstream here. See if we can't catch a muskrat or two in that. It's actually warmer out here than it is in the... They're gonna transport you over here, buddy. There you go. I'll get you a hole made. Hang on a second. Here you go. Just stay out of my hole over there. All right, here's your escape route. You friendly or do you bite? All right, head on in. There you go. You're out of here, bud. As you guys can see, I didn't hurt the turtle. I could have kept him and we could have tried turtle soup, but all I did was, he was in that muskrat run over there. I moved him over to here and he's gone now. See how deep it is? It's deep enough here that you don't want to fall through.